AM 560, The Answer. Welcome to Remarkable Radio, the show where you'll meet noteworthy people, places, and things from around the country and in your town. Your host is best-selling author Mark Imperial, celebrated marketing strategist, branding expert, and voice for some of the world's most famous and loved brands. Remarkable Radio is sponsored by ImperialAction.com, the only integrated media and digital marketing agency specializing in helping small business and professional practices attract customers and clients for life. Now, here's your Remarkable Radio host, Mark Imperial.
Hey, it's a great day. I'm Mark Imperial. This is Remarkable Radio. And in this segment, my guest is a solely owned and operating disc jockey company. He provides music for all occasions, but focuses mostly on the wedding experience. When you speak with him, you're garnering the trust and confidence of a seasoned professional who spent over 20 years helping clients plan, prepare, and execute their special event. Having incredible experience with over 4,000 events behind him, there are no substitutes, as John D'Angelo is most certainly a perfect wedding DJ. So, John, welcome to the program.
Well, hi, Mark. Thanks for having me on your show.
Absolutely. So tell us briefly about your business and what it is that you do, the people you serve.
My business is a perfect wedding DJ, and I help brides and grooms in their wedding celebrations to assure their big days run smoothly. I do that through full-service planning and coordination of their wedding reception, including the entertainment, formal announcements, and execution of their event.
So, John, how did you personally get started in wedding entertainment?
Well, funny story how I got started. It actually started 4 decades ago when I was speaking in the hallways of middle school, and one of the English drama teachers said, "You should be on radio." I didn't have a clue what she meant, but simply said, "Yeah, thanks." I was already involved in various music, acting, and theater departments back then and kept on dabbling in the field. Fast forward 20 years, while working on the docks, made an announcement on the PA system, and the same thing happened. This big, burly, intimidating-looking inspector walked up and asked, "Was that you that made that announcement?" My mind flashed, "Oh, you're in deep trouble, John." As I answered, yes. Then he said, "Why are you not on radio?" It was more of a command than a question. So at that moment, I felt, these people, maybe they're right. Maybe it's time to start looking. I answered a newspaper ad about being on the radio and ended up creating my own radio station by becoming a mobile disc jockey entertainer. After that, no matter what job I held in corporate America, the same comments kept coming up. "You should be on radio. You should be announcing on TV."
So you're like born to do this stuff, I can tell, and the calling found you.
Yes, absolutely, indeed.
So tell me, what's the biggest challenge or misconceptions that couples have today when it comes to planning their wedding receptions?
Well, couples should understand that this isn't just entertainment that they're looking for. A DJ is not only the master of ceremonies, but also the entertainment director, the wedding coordinator for the entire reception. A common misconception is that the DJ is just music or it's just 4 hours. The fact of the matter is the entertainer is coordinating between the maitre d', the photographer, the videographer, the bride and groom, all the guests. I'm not only the person providing music, but because I'm the one with the microphone, I'm the one that's actually setting the tone, the speed, the rhythm of the entire event. As a result, it's not uncommon for me to spend anywhere from 20 to 30 hours of preparation time for and with a client prior to the event to make certain everything goes even better than the way the couple expected.
Wow, so really, it definitely isn't the 4 hours. It's the 20 to 30 in preparation before. That's when the work actually happens.
That's absolutely correct.
So what is the number one thing that a couple should look for when choosing an entertainer or a DJ entertainer for their big day?
Well, again, remember, it's not just entertainment they're looking for. Linked to my previous comment, the entertainer is the entertainment director, the coordinator. They're also representing your style as a couple. You want to find an entertainer that puts your theme and your style as a priority over their idea of entertainment. You'll want to speak or meet with the entertainer, find out if they match you as a couple, and if they actually care to hear your ideas and themes for your reception, or if they're willing to help if you want ideas for your theme. Remember, they're playing the soundtrack of your lives, not theirs. And look for someone who can properly prepare and create timeline. Look for signs whether they care about anything other than the music, that they care about the people who are attending the event and how they could respond to various songs, lights, effects that can happen along the way at a wedding. Someone who is in tune with you, the client, not just themselves handling the same old cookie-cutter wedding format. that they're paying attention to your wants, needs, and desires.
Wow, I never heard it put that way. That makes total sense. It really is about the couple and not about the entertainer and their particular style, but it's about the couple. So,
absolutely.
What's the biggest piece of advice that you could give a couple who's planning their big day?
Make certain they assemble their team of vendors in such a way that they can enjoy and every minute and be in the moment, knowing that every detail will be handled for them so they can relax and enjoy their celebration and be with their guests rather than having to work their own wedding reception.
Oh, right on. We've got about a minute, so I want to ask you, what's one of the most challenging wedding receptions you've ever done?
On multiple occasions, I've been called on emergency situations from a couple who hired a DJ that either canceled or disappeared on them, or they simply didn't know the importance of preparation for the couple's big day. I've been called in with less than a day to prepare. Fortunately, I was able to learn the family dynamic, their style, music, and create a timeline that suited the day. It isn't easy, but it can be done. The takeaway is to book the entertainment as early in your planning as possible for two reasons. Number one, because your entertainer can be your point person for suggestions on other aspects of your reception planning. And number two, because popular entertainers will be booked up to 18 months in advance. And you want to lock them in with a professional contract so you won't end up in an emergency situation like this.
That's really sage advice. So how can our listeners and brides connect with you and learn more about working with you?
Very easy. For a bride planning their wedding reception, preferably 6 to 15 months in advance, although I can also help a last-minute couple if needed, they can get a complimentary dream wedding reception design session with me. They'll find all the details at aperfectweddingdj.com, or they can call me directly, 973-257-0405 for even faster results.
That's fantastic. John, thank you so much for being on Remarkable Radio. You do incredibly terrific and important work, and I wish you continued success for you and your clients.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate being here today with you.
We'll be right back with more Remarkable Radio after this.
AM 560, The Answer.